It's funny. I've been looking for a spot to do this video, and there's a lot of wind. But I think this here it'll be appropriate to the issue I want to talk about. Yesterday, found out that Seth Chippin, the owner of the Victory Meat Market, died after, I would say, a short battle with cancer. That damn cancer. Cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what race. It's bad. And a lot of people in Fredericton have met Seth, and Seth wasn't the type that you would look at to be the owner of a successful business. I mean, the Victory Meat Market, I mean, everybody goes there. And I known Seth for really knowing the past 4 or 5 years. Walked by him many times. It never occurred to me that he was the owner. And Seth was just a normal guy. You wouldn't see him with a suit or a tie. I never seen him. Maybe he did when it comes to the high-profile event, but I doubt it. He was just a guy. It was all business, business, money, money, business, business, money, money. And a lot of that money was given away. I first met him, I found out that he enjoyed politics. He loved politics, and he has some strong views about politicians and the bureaucratic system. I remember when we feel like Kevin Bang Bang Vickers. I remember. Let me tell you a story. But no, this is just a video of my views on Seth Chippin that died, just for the memory bank. And I was discussing a political event issue with him. I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit shocked. And he looked at me right upset, and he says, "I'll bet you $10, $10, blah, blah, blah." I forgot what the issue was. I said, "I'll do better than that. I will bet you, if I lose, I promise I'll never steal a grape from your store again." He looked at me like, huh? So, the next day, I forgot who it was. He showed up. He said, "Charles, why don't you tell the guy here the bet we made yesterday?" I say, "Yeah, you tell a Jew you steal a grape, that's it. It is over." No, but seriously, it was the grapes. I would drive him nuts. I would see him and say, "Excuse me, Seth, he was working on the Saturday night in the back of a store. What is an owner of the store doing at the Victory Meat Market on a Saturday night?" But anyway, there he was. I said, "Listen, I got a complaint." Looks at me and goes, "What?" I said, "Those grapes you have, you got the new ones. They're big." "Yeah." I said, "Listen, as a good Catholic, I have a guilty conscience. Could you please have the smaller grapes? So, I mean, I don't feel as bad when I steal them." Steal the whole bags. I don't give a F. It was hilarious. And I noticed every time that I talk to him, he was it was just like talking to the Godfather. Everybody was going by, tapping a hand, hello Seth, hello Seth. I told him, I said, my God, why don't you run for politics? Everybody knows you. I'll be your public relation man during the election. Don't know if that would be good or bad. But no, he was a great guy, and I sorry, flashbacks. It has some sales for watermelons, big watermelons. I was outside, I had one. He come out, I said, Seth, listen, what? The watermelon, it's too big, it's too heavy. Look at me. I give these people cheap watermelon, now they complain that they're too heavy. Anyway, he was just a nice guy that you wouldn't believe. That, you know, he was a successful businessman, and he would, yes, he would push people. He would always say, you have to work and work and work to earn your money. I'm surprised that he talked to me. He knew I was on social assistant. And when I told him my sister was a family doctor and my two other brothers, successful people, and me, I'm on welfare, he was surprised. But there's something in my mind or the support I didn't get that turned me to be on social assistant and end up in the Capitol where I meet my politics. Okay, Charles, focus. But Seth, remember, he was standing one night right in the cement steps at the Victory Meat Market. It was all dark. This was last summer. Somebody approached him and said, Seth, you helped a lot of people. During these last few years, you helped a lot of people. You know, in the last few years, or last 20 years. He sort of looked like, yeah. No, he said, really, Seth, you help a lot of people. And somebody would approach him, okay, he has money, a donation for a group, for a charity. He look at them, I'm not going to give you a donation. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a barbecue. I'll give you the hamburgers. I'll give you the rolls. I'll give you the hot dogs. I'll give you anything you want. You could sell the hamburgers, everything in front of the store, free of charge. But you'll have to provide the man force, the woman force, have to provide the people to sell it. Who else would do that? You name me one store that would do that. I mean, that's the way it was. And was there a lot of people that were upset? Employees, disgruntled employees? Of course there was. Now, myself, I was very upset, and that's why I didn't want to do this video. I might post this video in a few days because I'm looking at the CBC. I'm looking at the Irving media. What are they going to do? Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of my story. Then I found out that he got sick. Cancer. And it's funny because I hear stories about Seth. Last summer, he was quick-tempered. I seen him. He was hollering at people. I seen him in action. He got in the car. He got out of the car, went on the phone, got in the car, ran inside the business, outside. He was like a mad ADHD person out of control. I have a video, which I haven't posted. I'm going to edit it a little bit. And it's a video of me and Seth together, and we're checking his blood pressure. It's hilarious. But we knew there was something wrong. And then we found out he had cancer. 58 years old, cancer. It was terrible. And myself, before he had cancer, there was a disgruntled employee that wrote something on Facebook. The CBC on a Friday night grabbed that story and made it the headline news on the CBC website, and Seth was forced to apologize and left the business, that he won't be in the store, that he'll have a hand-off approach. But I was upset. How many disgruntled employees there is at Tim Horton, Superstore, Sobeys, every giant stores, and the CBC does a story on this. I was very upset that he would go down. He helped so many people, that he would go down as, because of a disgruntled, to be remembered as somebody that he didn't treat his workers right. Then came the news that he had cancer. So his attitude, his behavior could have been connected to him. He had cancer but didn't know. I was somewhere and I was at the cabin. Then I hear Charles. And there was Seth. And he didn't look the same. He reminded me of Robin. Robin Gibbons was his name. 10, 15 years ago. Lost weight, pancreas cancer, died a few months later. I was so shocked of the way he looked. I immediately started talking to some people that they must have some kind of an event, or like an event to say thank you to Seth of all the good things he has done, all the people he has helped, all the charities he has donated to. We must organize something. And I was working on it very hard with some people, and then what happened? Corona came, and that was the end of that. There's so many other stories about Seth. I know it's long. He will be missed. If there's going to be a funeral, I won't be there, because today there's no funeral anyway with the coronavirus. This will be my goodbye to him. He was a nice guy. I always enjoyed, every time I go by the Victory Meat Market, I always look behind. See him with shorts on and, just have a good debate. I will miss that. What they should do, he's the last, there's no kids, as a wife, girlfriend, whatever. No brothers, no sisters. His brother Gordy died a few years ago. Stopped smoking. They must take some kind at the store, a corner store, and do a memorial and place it in the bricks at the business, that he will be remembered as a nice guy. And he didn't let money go through his head. Of course, he demanded people to, they worked for him, they had to work. It was move. But we lost a great human being. And what can I say? The last time I talked to him was 2 weeks ago. He always, when I found out he has cancer, he gave me his private phone number, and I put it somewhere, and I found it. And I contacted him the last few months, once in a while, to see if he was okay. And, and then finally The last time I talked to him was 2 weeks ago. And and his final word was, before we left, he says, he was weak. He said, Charles, go to the store. Go to the store and steal some grapes. I will miss him. And my sympathy to the family and all his friends.